Good day, everyone! Today, we will give you a tutorial of the World Book Online, our online library and resource. In the Philippines, it is solely distributed by Phoenix Educational Service Incorporated and through Ms. Marilu Bambilia, Senior Education Consultant of Amateum Educational Systems. Our school was able to acquire subscription, and now all students can access the World Book Online in the comforts of your home. What is World Book Online? World Book Online is a comprehensive online platform that provides unlimited knowledge at your fingertips from all sorts of media and is designed for all ages and abilities. It is committed to quality, excellent education. Therefore, it offers the most authoritative, reliable, current, accurate, and comprehensive information, videos, educator tools, research guides, ebooks, and more. It is presented in a very organized way that is easy to navigate, read, and understand. Before we start, you need the school's username and password to access the World Book Online. First, you have to type http://worldbookonline.com. You will be directed to the login page. Please write the username of your department or of the school library and then its respective password. Once logged in, you will see the World Book Super homepage with 12 sections or products on display. Let us start exploring. For K to LM, this is the Early World of Learning section of the World Book Online. It caters to kindergarten pupils. It is presented with different content worlds and subsections of videos, games, stories, and activities for each content world.
In this video, we'll look at how early learning is organized into content worlds. The homepage displays topical content worlds of information right under the header. Use the left and right arrows or swipe in either direction to view each nonfiction topic. Choose the title, the icon, or the Go button to visit the landing page of each world. Videos, games, stories, and activities are available from the corresponding navigational buttons near the top of the homepage or by scrolling down. More of each type can be viewed by choosing the More buttons, which navigate to each media type's main landing page. All navigational buttons, instructions, captions, and titles are read aloud on early learning when the speaker button is activated.
Activities: Animal Homes, Cement Mixer, Zebra Herd, Ladybugs on a Tree, More videos.
Content worlds feature a wealth of expository content and serve as a child's first interactive visual online encyclopedia. Each world is represented by an animated icon and uses a graphical navigation system that helps emergent readers of all abilities find content. Topics range from animals in rainforest, dinosaurs, sea creatures, wild animals, and creepy crawlies, to transportation in trucks and on the move, to early childhood themes such as rainbow colors and counting numbers. From each content world's landing page, users can browse individual topics pertaining to the main subject in the featured content section near the top. For example, in the Sea Creatures content world, featured content includes shark, octopus, rays, animals that look like plants, seahorse, and colorful fish. Clicking on anything in this featured content section will open a non-fiction beginner article about that topic. Just like in stories, the featured content reader opens with the topic title and page number at the top left side of the page, and are shown in spread view so that the text always appears on the left and images on the right. Clicking the speaker button will allow the article to be read aloud.
A sea turtle can live for as long as 100 years. It usually spends its time paddling underwater in warm, shallow seas.
Also within a content world are videos,
The gray triggerfish and the black triggerfish live in coastal waters of warm and tropical seas. They have a roundish body and flattened sides.
games, stories, pictures, and activities, all related to that content world. To return to the home page, click the Home button in the top left corner. In this video, we're going to look at Early Learning's Games feature. Games are a fun way to interact with the main ideas taught in early learning and reinforce learning through play. Games can serve as disguised learning, as they require problem solving and critical thinking, but also include fun images and sound effects. Games are categorized by game type and include tracing games, concentration games, true or false games, and matching games. All games topically relate to one or more content worlds. You can also find highlighted games on the home page, or games specific to a certain topic by entering that topic world. In this video, we'll take a look at Early Learning's Stories feature. Early Learning contains both fiction and nonfiction stories categorized by topic that can be found on each of the individual content worlds, or on the main story's landing page. Nonfiction titles include stories from the World Book Guided Reading program called Welcome to Reading, which is outlined in the For Grown-Ups section. See our tutorial video on the For Grown-Ups section to learn more. Fiction titles include original World Book created stories exclusive to early learning. Trek's travel stories that teach early childhood themes such as colors, numbers, shapes, size, and telling time, classic fairy tales and fables, and nursery rhymes and sing-along songs for more reading and listening practice. Each story that has a lexile measure displays that measure on its front cover. Choose any story to view the story reader. The reader opens with the page number listed near the top left-hand side of the page. The books are shown in spread view, with text on the left side and images on the right. Users can choose the speaker button to make the text read aloud with word-by-word highlighting.
Trek and the birds flew a long, long way. They flew over mountains and seas. The wind tugged at Trek's hat and pulled at his straw hair. Worst of all, it made his eyes water. "Do you think we could land and rest?" he said at last.
To change the page, students can use the navigator at the bottom. After the last page is read, Students will land on a page of related stories that they can choose from to continue reading. Choose the X near the top right-hand side of the page to exit at any time. Early learning stories also feature fairy tales and fables, which include many well-loved stories.
Once upon a time, there was a gentleman who married, for his second wife, the proudest and most disagreeable woman who was ever seen. She had 2 daughters who were exactly like her in all ways.
There are also nursery rhymes and songs, which instead of being read aloud, are sang aloud. And if you click on the Enye icon, you'll find Libros en Español, or books in Spanish.
Un sabio y viejo amigo mío necesita nuestra ayuda, dijo Cuervo. Tiene varios acertijos que quiere resolver. ¿Por qué no los resuelve él mismo si es tan sabio?, contestó Gaviota. Es de
These are great for young bilingual students or students trying to learn Spanish. Let's look at tracing games first. There are tracing games for single letters as well as short, simple words. The game will read the letter aloud to the student, H, and a gloved hand appears to show kids how to draw the letter. After successfully drawing the letter, students will see a word that starts with that letter and fits with the theme.
I. J.
The game remembers your progress and shows green check marks on letters that students have successfully completed. However, this does not mean that kids cannot practice these again. Kids can go back in and practice as often as they want.
A.
Next, we'll look at concentration games. First, students will choose the level they wish to play, from small, big, and giant. The small game has 6 matching images, the big game has 12, and the giant game has 20. Kids can play the game by themselves, or play with a friend by taking turns, trying to find matches. Leave the game at any point by choosing the X near the top right-hand side of the screen. Next, we'll go into true or false games. In a true or false game, a statement will be shown on each screen. Kids will decide if that statement is true or false and click that button. The answer will be revealed on the following screen along with an explanation.
Some huge groups of bats live in caves. True. Some huge groups of bats live in caves. Bats sleep by hanging upside down.
All text in the true-false games are read aloud. Kids get 100 points for each right answer. Kids can see how many questions are left in the game, as well as their score, near the top left.
The bird called a weaver lives in a hole in the ground. False. Weavers live in apartments. Together, a group of weavers build a big, grassy nest with a doorway for each bird. Badgers live in trees.
The final category of games is matching games. Kids will see 8 pictures based on the theme they choose, 4 sets of pairs.
Play.
Students hear fun sound effects that indicate whether they're right or wrong. Early learning games act as disguised learning tools intended to help further the goals of early education. In this video, we will take a look at Early Learning's Activities feature. Activities are categorized by type and can be done within the Paint application offered on Early Learning, or are available as printable print and do activities. You can also find highlighted activities on the home page or activities specific to a certain topic by entering that topic world. First, we'll look at Paint by Number activities. Paint by Number activities display as black and white images with a color-coded key on the left. Students choose a color and select the areas on the picture that match that number. Choosing an incorrect area will not display the color and will also make an audible sound to inform the student that it is not correct. Paint by Number reinforces number recognition. Additionally, some Paint by Numbers incorporate early math, such as addition or subtraction. Next, we'll look at coloring activities. Coloring activities can be done from right inside the safe, closed learning environment that Early Learning offers. Choosing a coloring activity opens up this Paint application. Every time students click the paintbrush icon, it will toggle between buckets of color, which color in a whole area, paintbrushes, which allow students to color how they please, markers, which are similar to paintbrushes but thinner, and colored pencils, which are even thinner than the markers. There's also an eraser at the bottom if students would like to undo their work. Virtual stickers can also be chosen and placed on the drawing. Selecting the camera icon will download the picture as a PDF, allowing you to save or print out your student's work. The camera button is available for coloring and for paint by number. Inside coloring, there's also a free draw, which gives students just a blank canvas that they can draw on. The final category of activities is Print and Do. Print and Do activities can be downloaded and printed so that students can do these on paper. There are hundreds of Print and Do activities to choose from.
The Kids section of the World Book Online caters for elementary pupils, especially to grades 1 to 3. It has its own search engine and subsections for pictures and videos, world of animals, activities, maps, games, important people, comparison of places, science projects, and dictionary.
Now we'll take a look at how to find information on kids, because that's where most users would start. The homepage offers two different ways to access content. First, if you're not exactly sure what you're looking for today, and you just want to browse the rich content on kids, click Explore. In the Explore section, there are visual cues and interactive buttons that kids can use to dig in to one of the topics, which include arts, history and government, living things, people, places, science and mathematics, sports and hobbies, and world religions. Users can then dig deeper into their discovery. When you've reached the last browse level, you'll find search results listing everything matching the browse category in both images and article links. So here we see a list of all the articles related to mountains, of which there are 30. In the top right corner, click More Information to reveal just the photos and videos. Next, we'll look at how to conduct a search for a topic. This is perhaps the most common way to find information on kids. Click into the search bar and enter a search term here. I'm going to try to look up plants. Notice that the predictive search gives article suggestions as the user types in letters. Choosing one of these options will take you directly to that article. You can also type in an entire term and press the magnifying glass to find all the articles, pictures, videos, and maps that relate to your search term. Now, let's take a look at an article. The layout of kids' articles have been revamped to include large, stunning splash imagery to capture kids' attention right away. Click the blue triangle in the bottom right-hand corner to reveal the caption and photo credit, and simply click it again if you want to hide it. Each article is organized using 4 tabs, which you can see at the top: the article view, standards, pictures, videos, and more information. We'll check out the article view first. In this view, each page is organized so that all media, pictures, videos, audio, and maps align in a column to the left of the main article text. This results in a clean and uncluttered display that is easy to read and understand. Articles feature a larger, more readable font, which makes the pages more streamlined and less text-heavy. As a result, the text hierarchy is clearer. Section headings have a unique style treatment to draw the reader through the content. The header also remains fixed at the top of the page as you scroll down, so that you can access the article title, the article view, standards, pictures, videos, and more information, as well as the article contents and the tools icons, which we'll look at a little bit later. You can double-click on any word in the article to bring up its definition in a pop-up window from the World Book Kids Dictionary. You can enter another search term here to look up a different word, or you can just close out of the dictionary by clicking the X in the top right. The dictionary is also accessible in the feature container on the home page of Kids. Let's keep going. Please note that at the very bottom of the article, Kids displays citation information in MLA, APA, and Harvard formats to make it easy for students to cite their sources. Depending on what products you have included in your subscription, you can also get to an article of the same topic in World Book Student, which is written at a little bit higher level, or you can get to the same article in EEH or Découvert, our Spanish and French versions of Kids. Clicking this blue top arrow in the bottom right corner allows you to jump back up to the top of the article page without scrolling. Clicking this blue speaker icon will enable the read aloud function. Students that want to hear the article read to them can click this button. As it reads, it will highlight the word that it is on in the text.
Plants are living things that grow in almost every part of the world.
Let's view the other available tabs in this article. The Standards tab will take you directly to the state standards to which this particular article is aligned. It will be geolocated to your state, but you can change to any other state or national standards like Common Core or Next Generation standards. The Pictures, Videos, and More tab contains all the images, videos, and maps from the article, plus additional media from elsewhere on the site. You can also browse pictures, videos, and maps from an icon on the furthest left-hand side of the feature container on the home page. Next up is the More Information tab. This tab holds links to related articles, games, activities, websites, science projects, and more. You can also find lesson plans, discussion questions, and content standards here as well. Article contents live in this drop-down menu at the top right corner. You can click here to find Lexile measures and article sections. You can jump to any section in the article from here to speed up your research. Finally, tools are accessible from this gear icon. This drop-down menu allows you to save, download, save to Google Drive, share via Google Classroom or email, print, view citations, translate this text into over 100 languages, or adjust the read aloud settings, like the speed or the voice. In this video, we'll look at two of the most popular features on World Book Kids, World of Animals and Compare Places. These are both accessible from the feature container on the home page. We've put them together in the same video because their functionality is very similar. These interactive features help students compare and contrast their favorite animals or places of interest, which we know is an important focus of the Common Core. To get a sense of how these features work, let's look at World of Animals first. World Book's World of Animals offers a fun way to research, compare, and contrast animals. You can either compare all animals or select one of these categories. You can browse all of the animals by clicking the arrows to scroll through, or you can filter them by category here. Click on the animal's exhibit to display quick facts about the animal, such as their size, diet, habitat, and other fun facts. At the very bottom, you'll find photos and videos, which you can opt to hide from your results if you choose. From here, you can also jump to a kids article in a new tab by clicking View Article. And finally, if you'd like to compare any two animals, first select an animal, like the cat, then select a second, like the fossa. Clicking Compare Now will bring up facts and images side by side for easy comprehension. You can print this page, or you can click Make a New Selection to start over. Now, let's go back to the home page and jump into Compare Places, which is a great way for kids to explore countries and continents. It works just like World of Animals, except this time users can compare states, provinces, countries, continents, or choose Compare Everything to compare across categories. You can browse all of the different places by clicking the arrows, or again, you can filter by category from this drop-down menu at the top. Selecting a country to explore will bring up quick facts about that region, as well as their maps or related audio or videos. Again, you can view the article on World Book Kids from here. Lastly, to compare any two places, select a country, then select another, and click Compare Now. This feature is a great place for kids to get started on their research projects. In this video, we'll take a look at both the activities and the science project features to show you that there's a lot more than just excellent research content on kids. We've got tons of practical activities and projects to keep kids engaged and entertained, both in and out of the classroom. Let's start with activities. Kids provides a wealth of educational activities organized into 11 cross-curricular categories, presenting fun challenges from cracking codes to making musical instruments. I'm going to check out Doodle and Design. Once you have selected the category that interests you, you can choose from one of these activities. I think I'll look at Make Your Own Palette. Each activity features a list of inexpensive and easy to find materials right up here at the top left, so you know everything you need to get to do the activity. There's also a clear list of procedures. Kids can build a variety of skills while completing these activities, all while having a blast. We did not forget about adults when creating the activities feature. At the bottom of the activities homepage, you can find a button called For Grown-ups, which has a great deal of resources to help parents and educators guide and enhance the educational impact of the activities and projects. There are lesson plans for every category of activity, and there are also some lesson plans for science projects, as well as games on the kids' site. Each lesson plan includes a clear introduction, objectives, a list of procedures, discussion questions, and ideas for assessment. At the bottom, you can link directly to the kids' version of the activity. It also gives you a materials list in the top left. The activities feature has everything both parents and kids would need to have a great time learning. Science projects are set up almost identically to activities, with 8 categories of projects that each contain multiple project ideas. Just like activities, science projects feature a list of materials in the top left and a clear list of procedures. Where activities had lesson plans directed for grown-ups, science projects has How to Do a Science Project, where kids can learn how to work through the scientific method. Lesson plans for adults for science projects can be found under Educator Tools. Click on For Educators, then Educator Tools. Click on Lesson Plans. View all of the lesson plans, and you'll find science project lesson plans listed here on the left. In this video, we'll look at some of the incredible map features in the Maps and More section. Maps and More offers 3 unique interactive map features to help build kids' knowledge of geography and map skills. On the landing page of the Maps and More section, you'll see a preview of what each of these 3 features look like. These are all actually maps of the same place in the world, but just represented differently. First, we'll look at the interactive maps. What's neat about these interactive maps is that you can link to Worldbook articles directly from them. The interactive maps are geolocated, so they will automatically default to your location. So for example, because I'm here in Chicago, I'm seeing a map of the United States. I really like the satellite view, which you can get to from here, so let's look at it that way. You can search for articles using the zoom feature on the right-hand side here. As you zoom in farther, you can see that more places will appear. For example, in Chicago, I can click here to learn more about the city, or I can click here to learn more about the Willis Tower. The color-coded key at the top shows you if the article is about a continent, country, state, province or region, or point of interest. Once you find something that you think is interesting, just click on the Worldbook icon and jump straight to the article. If you prefer, you can also search the map by typing in a term here to bring up articles about that place. Next, we'll look at the Worldbook Atlas, which is an up-to-date source of full-color maps of the world, continents, countries, states and provinces, and many cities. You can use this atlas in a number of ways. You can either click on an area on the map that you'd like to zoom into, or you can use this Links on the Map drop-down menu here on the left-hand side to show you all the different sections on the map that you can zoom into. Use the Other Views of this map drop-down to bring up a variety of fascinating maps of the territory, depending on the specific information that you want. From here you can view population density, climate, average temperatures, precipitation, terrain, etc. The Atlas feature brings together a terrific amount of information. And finally, the Outline Maps and Flags section contains a collection of printable, blackline maps and flags of all of the countries of the world, the US and Australian states, Canadian provinces, and some US territories. This is a fantastic print and do activity for coloring projects or brainstorms during class time or at home to help kids better understand the world around them. See how many cities kids can find in their own states. Next up, we're going to take a look at the Games section. Nearly 60 games are accessible from the Games landing page. You can select games either by subject. Our games cover curriculum-based subjects including animals, language arts, math, science, and social studies. Or you can choose by game type, where we have puzzles, multiple choice, matching, sorting, and crossword games. We offer over 20 different puzzles with stunning imagery and links to explore articles related to the topic of the puzzle. We added more because we found this to be one of the most popular features on the site. Multiple choice games cover a variety of topics and include images. The order of the questions change up every time the game is played, so it's always a fresh challenge. Users will get a little ding when they get an answer correct, or a little X, and an opportunity to re-answer if they don't answer correctly the first time. Next up are matching games. These matching games cycle through different pairings and multiple levels per game. The sorting games feature different choices and buckets so that the game is played differently every time it's played. There are grammar games, animal games, math games, a lot of different options here. And finally, we have crosswords. Crosswords include fun backgrounds and also an "I'm stuck" button, leading to an article to read more about the topic of a crossword, and a "Check my answers" button to see if you're right. It also includes a timer that you can either show or hide. You can also pause the game if you need to take a break. Every game has a score that you'll see when you complete it. This encourages kids to play again and improve at the game. If you get 100% of your answers correct, you'll get a gold medal or a gold star as a reward. There's a lot to learn in the game section. Now, let's take a look at important people in the feature container down here. Important people includes thousands of biographies on curriculum topics, pop culture figures, and other people of interest. We've heard from many teachers and librarians that kids use this feature all the time, especially when beginning a research project. The easy-to-use interface provides several ways for users to track down biographies of important people. You can find the biography articles that you want by browsing by job or achievement, such as musicians, composers, and singers, or Nobel Prize winners. Once you click into a category, you will see dozens of biographies. You can refine your search by 3 other categories: male or female, country or cultural heritage, and the time period. If you'd like, you could also change the job or achievement on this page as well. I'm going to take a look at female Nobel Prize winners from the United States in the 1800s. This gets me 2 results. I can take a look at these results or refine my search. If I want to change aspects of my search, I would click the Reset button and choose again. If browsing makes you think of someone specific that you don't see, you can use the search box in the upper right corner. If you know right away who you want to research or what job you want them to have, you can search straight from the Important People homepage. For example, I could search painter and get biographies of 96 people to choose from. Or I could search Picasso if I knew exactly who I wanted to find.
The ebook section is for all ages. It contains different books that can be read online and offline. It is arranged according to topics. Welcome to eBooks, World Book's digital library.
With over 2,500 titles, eBooks has something for everyone. Find books on high-interest topics alongside World Book originals that you can take with you on the go. Users have unlimited, simultaneous 24/7 access to eBooks, which they can read and annotate from any device. Let's take a look inside. eBooks are organized by category, listed alphabetically across the top. Once I find a title that looks interesting to me, I can click the Info button in the bottom right corner to learn more about the book, including the length of the book, interest level, Lexile level, AR level, a description, and more. The front cover of the book will tell you if the book has read-aloud capabilities. You can also save a book to your favorites by clicking the star in the right-hand corner, although you must first be logged in to your My World Book account in order to do so. To log in, click the Profile button in the top right corner. You'll see you're logged in as a guest. To personalize eBooks, sign out and re-log in with your My World Book account that you use on other World Book sites, or easily create one here. Once I'm logged in, you'll see that any book that I star will save to the Favorites tab. eBooks will also keep track of books I have read recently in the Recently Viewed tab. With over 2,500 titles, eBooks has something for all ages. From books for early readers, most with read-aloud capabilities,
Africa is a big, big place.
to text that supports STEM, with awesome images and sometimes multimedia,
The Alaskan brown bear is the largest carnivore that lives on land.
to titles that support biography collections. There is truly something for everyone. Reading for fun? Try out our H.C. Andersen graphic novel series. Want to try a new recipe? Test one out from our Taste the World collection. Want to learn new fun facts? Check out our True or False books. Or one from our Ugh, Yuck, and Whoa series. Additionally, find classics like Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, or Great Expectations through our partnership with Project Gutenberg. I wish I could show you every amazing title on eBooks, but I want to keep this brief. Take some time to explore all the eBooks categories and find books that you'll never want to virtually put down.
World Book Online also offers supplemental sections such as Activity Corner, where you can find an array of activities that you can do at home. Dramatic Learning, where you can find writing and acting resource, and Science Power, where you can learn and access your knowledge in the field of science.
Worldbook Classroom Activity Corner offers thousands of sure-to-please projects for use in the classroom and school library. Activities are suitable for a wide range of student skill levels, ages, and curricular goals. Activity Corner offers thousands of activities that can be accessed by powerful search and browse options. Users may search the activities database by keyword. or browse using categories including age range, type of activity, culture, time to complete, cost of materials, or holiday themes. In the Browse options, click on the Select button to narrow down the craft database to fit your needs. When you're done, click Search. When I click Select next to Age Range, a yellow pop-up will appear with all of the possible age groups. Click on the X in the corner to close. Let's select ages 5 to 8, and let's select a time to complete, 15 to 30 minutes. Now, press Search. The search has returned 566 activities. In the left index column, you can see what browse options are currently being used and remove any of them by clicking the purple and white X button. You can use the search box to search again, or you can also refine your search by adding new categories. You can also search the activities database by keyword in the search box. Let's look for castle. Then press Search. The search for castle returned 8 results. Again, use the left index to refine or broaden your search. Let's click on the Marshmallow Minaret activity. Here, we can build towers and castles with easy-to-use and eat materials. Activities incorporate clear instructions and photographs or illustrations to clarify key steps. All activities will have a materials list in the sidebar on the right so users can see at a glance what is needed for the project. Please be sure to follow all directions and safety warnings. Activities can also be printed, emailed, or saved to a personal computer. If you scroll down, you'll be able to see the description, steps, and the building blocks. This activity promotes creative thinking, planning, and problem-solving skills. Activity Corner's How-To section offers illustrated tutorials on basic steps and materials that are required of many activities. These walkthroughs will help users develop techniques that can help you give projects an even more polished look. Every time you visit Activity Corner, a new how-to will be featured. Types of stencils. In this how-to, there are 3 different examples and definitions of stencils. In the Tools box, you can print, email, or save this information. Click the back button or masthead to go back to the main home page. Activity Corner also has a featured activity. A different featured activity will be showcased and available each time you visit the home page. Activity Corner also offers a place where you can share your projects. Create and share a collection of your favorite projects, activities, and crafts. You may choose to share your list with other users or keep it as your own personal guide. Before using this feature, users must create a My Projects account. When you've created your My Projects account, you will be able to use the Share Your Projects feature. Please log in using an email and password. If you already have a Worldbook Web My Research account, you may use that to log in. In My Projects, you can share a project or view your public or private projects. When sharing a project, users are walked through a simple 5-step process. First, you must enter in a title and keywords. Users then have the option of placing their project into any or all of the 6 categories. In the second step, create a description about your activity. The maximum character limit is 500 characters. In step 3, create the materials list for your project. After entering a material, press Enter. It will appear in the blue box below. If you wish to delete a material, simply press the X next to it in the list. When you are done entering materials, press Next to go on to step 4. Step 4 allows users to add steps or directions to their project. There are 3 text boxes available, allowing up to 1,000 characters. When scrolling down, there's a purple Add Another Step button. Do not include numbers at the beginning of each step. These will be added automatically when you preview and post your project. In the last step, you can add a photo, upload an image with the Browse button, and then agree you own the rights and then give credit for the image. Then you can click Preview. When you've clicked Preview, your project will be in the standard activity format. The Tools box will appear at the top that will allow you to print, email, or save this activity. Your title is in the middle, and your materials list will be over on the right. If you scroll down, you'll view the image you've uploaded, as well as the description and all of the directions and steps. You can edit your project further or post it for review. My Origami Swan project has been saved in the Private Projects area. I can delete or edit any of my projects. Once it is reviewed by the Worldbook editorial team, it will be moved to the Public Projects area. When it is shared, any user will be able to view it. Worldbook Classroom Activity Corner offers thousands of sure-to-please projects perfect for use in the classroom and school library. Use the search features to find a specific activity or learn something new in our How To section. View featured activities or create and share your own. No matter the age, budget, or interest of your students, Worldbook's Activity Corner has an activity perfect for you and your classroom's curricular goals.
Welcome to Dramatic Learning. This site pairs standards-based content with dramatic readings of plays to teach classroom material in a way that appeals to educators and students alike. Let's take a look at what this creative site has to offer. Plays can be searched by title, grade level, the number of characters, or subject area. The grade levels are separated into 3 distinct groups, 1 through 4, 4 through 8, and 6 through 12. The plays in Dramatic Learning can be adjusted to suit your grade level's vocabulary, sentence structure, and points of emphasis. Some of the subject areas in Dramatic Learning include reading and writing, geography, mathematics, and art. These subject areas are all listed in the right-hand column with their corresponding play titles in the left-hand column. Each play has its own homepage. On the homepage, you'll find a listing of content related to the play, including the play script. All this information also can be found in the index column of any of the pages related to a play unit. The play scripts are split into separate scenes for easy browsing and reading. You can click on any link in the upper section of the index column to go directly to the scene of your choosing. The scripts are also available as a Word document download beneath the scene links. In the Teach with Theater Spotlight, you'll find a section titled How to Use This Site. This includes information on how to use dramatic learning in the classroom, why use dramatic learning, building critical thinking skills, FAQs, and the online tutorial. Each of the first 4 pages contains videos that you can play either as a standard size or as an expandable video which will fill the page. These videos contain insight from 4th grade students who piloted the program, as well as their teacher, Heather Gorman, and 2 of the site's authors, Dr. David Almeida and Douglas Love. Also in the Teach with Theater Spotlight, under the Teaching Tools section, are links to the site's curriculum correlations, lesson plans, mini inquiry projects, assessment rubric, and play starters. Let's take a look at the curriculum correlations. Each play is correlated to curriculum standards. On the site's Curriculum Correlations page, you'll find a drop-down menu that will take you to your state or province's content standards. The curriculum correlations also appear on each of the play script scene pages, as well as each play unit's homepage. Dramatic Learning also offers lesson plans. The lesson plans are grouped by play title for quick, easy access and span a variety of subject areas including math, science, vocabulary building, writing, and more. Many of the lesson plans contain a student page that provides a graphic organizer for student work. These are available as a downloadable Word document. The site also includes mini inquiry projects, which are designed to engage students in conducting research beyond the scope of the play's content. These projects involve student research and presentation. Most of the mini inquiry projects include a student page with a graphic organizer. Again, these are available as a downloadable Word document. Every mini inquiry project also includes a student self-assessment rubric, which is available as a PDF download. The site also includes an assessment rubric that can be used across the site's content.
Account. To save and create contents from the World Book Online, you must create your own account. When making your own account, think of it as similar to making your own Facebook account. You will only need to fill in the information sheet and your email address. Here are the steps in making your own account. You can create your account from the following sections: Student, Advanced, Timeline, eBooks, Activity Corner, Discover, Dramatic Learning, and Science Power. Click the My Research or My Account to open the link to creating your World Book account. This will bring you to My World Book account sign-in page. Click Create an Account, then fill out the fields when prompted and click Submit. A confirmation message will indicate that your account was successfully created. You will then be logged in to your My World Book account and will remain logged in as you move between products. We hope that this virtual walkthrough helped you in understanding the World Book Online and its features as you start navigating the site. May this online library and resource be of help to every student in their education amidst the current health crisis the world is facing. Stay safe and enjoy reading.